If he would have never faced that adversity and been betrayed by his brothers, he would have never ended up in the pit. And if he would have never ended up in the pit, then he would have never ended up working for Potiphar. And if he would have never ended up working for Potiphar, he wouldn't have ended up in prison. And if he didn't end up in prison, he wouldn't have been interpreting that dream. And if he didn't interpret that dream, then he wouldn't have been brought before Pharaoh and end up as a prince in a palace, practically the most powerful man in the world, practically saving the world. Powerful stuff. He had to go through all the pain. He had to go through all that process to get to the power, to get to the palace, to get to the promise. Amen. And many times we're like Joseph. I'm sure, man, you'd love to get to that place that God has for you ultimately, but in order to get to there, you got to go through the pain. You got to go through the process. Amen. Because who you become in the midst of that process, that's who God needs you to be before you get to that place. I know you want to skip the process and get to the place, but the person you're becoming in the midst of the process, that is building you up so you can be the best version of yourself when you get to that place. Amen. Nothing worse than somebody getting to this powerful place and the person they are hasn't caught up with who they should be. And if that's you, you should have humility and say, God, I need you to, I'm already here, Lord, so I need you to kind of I need to stay as close as possible to you, God. Hello.